Juicy.
Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel.
So we're back again with our series called Tea Time Topics. So we're gonna pick out a topic from the cup, the special tea time cup, and it's just gonna be really light-hearted, girly chat between mom and daughter, or mom and daughter, and we don't know what we're gonna be talking about, which always makes an interesting video.
It's written by my daughter. Is randomly we're going to pick it up. We don't know what's in it, and what we're gonna say is just opinion, no statement. It's just we want to, just saying what we think, and that's it.
Yeah, and
just having fun.
That's it. Bring some topics out in the open that maybe people want to talk about but don't know what to talk about. If you have any topics like that, send them in to us. We'll definitely we can pop them into the cup and then chat about them, and we really just want to have open discussions, give our opinions, but we're so happy to hear yours. And yeah, I think it's good because obviously she's mom, I'm the daughter, and we can let you know generation wise what our different views are.
Yes, absolutely.
So grab your teas and let's get going.
Pick it up for me, please.
So the first tea time topic is...
Wow.
Share a secret about yourself. Ooh, okay. So I think it's very hard for Mom and I maybe to share secrets about ourselves.
I don't have any.
Because we don't have any. We literally tell each other everything. We'll share a secret with you guys about ourselves, I suppose. There's something, not really a secret, but maybe something that you don't know about us. Go on then, Mom.
What is my secret?
You got so many, Mom.
Wow. I don't know. Honestly, this is the one today. I'm speechless. Okay.
Yeah, we don't really like sharing much about ourselves. We're quite a closed family. We like to keep everything in, and I think the way I've always been brought up is we've always just kept things like to ourselves. So I don't really tell many things to many people, even my friends. So this is a hard one.
Because we try to discuss it between us. So in the family we don't have no secrets. But let me think.
Juicy secret. Juicy. Juicy. We've got a wicked one from Mom. But Mom's really lived her life, she's really got some good stories to tell, so we're gonna let her go first with her secret.
Mom, we have to one day do a good video of you telling all your stories.
We will. Mom will share her stories one by one. But the first secret that you guys need to know about Mom is...
no, that was so many years back.
Mom's been engaged twice.
Yeah, I was 15 when I got engaged. Gosh, 15 years old. Oh my! I don't know what my dad and mom was thinking at that time. I was in India studying, and next thing now, people came and I was engaged. And
it was an arranged engagement.
Yeah, the guy was from England and I was in India. Typical Indian people.
Love story.
Yeah, and then they don't ask you, do you want it or you don't want it, do you like it? It's just family thing. And and then I was engaged with him 2 years. Never met him, and all we see each other's picture. And to be honest, if I show you my picture, what my parents sent it to him, and bless him, I feel sorry for him now in the picture. Oh my God! Anyway, so we've been, that's a secret, and I don't know. It's just that it didn't go.
So who was your second engagement?
To my husband.
So Mom came over from India to England to get married to this original, the first guy she was engaged to.
Yeah, bless him. He did all the hard work.
He got her over here. They were gonna get married. It was like Mom had the visa and everything. And then when she got over here, something happened between the families, and obviously back in them days it was just very different, the way that the Indian culture was with the arranged marriages, and
it was ego thing,
It was
you
an
know.
ego thing.
One thing goes wrong with your family, and that's it. They said, "Oh, that's it. Now it's ego thing."
gotta protect. This is how Indian culture was. Like, you have to protect your name, your image. Like, you
Yeah,
can't
that's
have girls, young girls back then. They had to be married. It was a really, really crazy backwards way of thinking, which probably still happens somewhere, but it's getting much better. So that was it. Mum had to be married in such a short space of time, so they just had to find a suitor. Can you imagine?
But you only had a short period of time.
Yeah, I came here to get married to that guy, and I had a 6 months visa. So my visa was running because it's the family issues. I've got only 1 month left when actually family decided she needs to get married soon. And there you are. I was saying, you know, family tried to fix me up with all these different people. And luckily God was there, and he just somehow my husband came along, and
Our handsome father.
and within 2 weeks we was registered. They called it registered. I don't know what they call these days. Fancy
Like a
name.
civil ceremony.
Civil ceremony. So within 2 weeks we was, you know,
Married.
legally married.
And that's her story, guys. How amazing. I love hearing Mum's story because it's just
Crazy.
so unique. And I remember when we were younger and we found out that she was engaged twice, it was like, what? Can't believe it.
That's my secret.
What a great secret. And my secret is actually a secret. So it's huge, it's juicy, and one day it will be revealed.
Honestly, yeah. I like to hear the secret.
Mom knows the secret. Mom's in on the secret.
Yeah, we can't tell you.
But we can't tell you, but watch this space. Next topic, Mom's gonna pick out. Woo woo!
Yeah. Shall I try to read? This is my
Go on
challenge.
Yeah, try and read, my love.
Describe your biggest regret. I don't live my life with the regrets, but if I have to choose one, I don't want to say it.
Go on.
Yeah, I would live differently. I would not get married soon. I would educate myself first. I would get a better job. You know, I would, learn myself who I am really, and who I want to be. You know, who I want to do, what I want to do, what inside. You know, who I'm really inside. Inner. Everybody has a inner you, and the life is and the world is, they don't really want you to see who you are. They try to tell you do
Control
this.
you.
Yeah, control you, or tell you parent. I mean, I did it to my children. I try to do what they're good at, and try to push into that kind of direction. But you only learn going to get education, like university. Learning is, I'm still learning. I haven't. That is my biggest regret. I never, when I was young,
Got to finish your studies.
I didn't finish my study, and there is certain age. You only learn 17. This is your peak time. You just learn up to 17 so much and so quick, and you observe. After that, everything slows down, and you're still learning, but it takes time, and that is my biggest regret.
Oh, baby. Poor Mummy. But she's absolutely amazingly intelligent, and she, like Mom says, she really does. She never stops learning. She's constantly educating herself. So although it's a regret that you might have, but that's not her fault. It's her family got her married young. But what we can say is she's never stopped. That's never stopped her. So that's one thing she's taught us, is do not have regrets, because you don't need them. Just forget about them. Life is life. Things happen. And the best way to live is to just take that regret and do something with it.
So regrets is good, but don't live in it.
Yeah, don't live by them.
Don't let them go.
Yeah.
And just there is positive, there is negative. Always has negative, got positive. So try to go to the positive. Push the negative, let it go, forget it, and just go. And you don't need any regrets.
Yeah, so I'm the same like Mom, but like regret wise, or something that I've really learned in life, is the whole idea of being patient and slowing down and letting things happen. So I think my biggest kind of regret in a way is that like in the last few years I tried to push things too much. So things like we started up businesses, or like things on the side that I really wanted to be successful, because I was just a bit too ambitious and I wanted it to happen like really soon. So I think I regret trying to push things too much.
Trying to control things.
I think. So,
yeah.
Like Mom said, learning curves, people. That's what these that anything that happens that you think is negative in your life is actually a huge learning curve. Something you don't want to happen again, and something that you can, if you learn from it, it'll make your life better. And that's something that I really, really learned is, damn, you really need to just sometimes just let life happen, step back. As long as you're working hard, you don't need to. I think especially our generation, like the 20s, so the millennials, I know we are like super hard on ourselves. We like really want to be at a certain level. We really want this by this age, and we put all these deadlines on ourselves. But you don't need to abide by them, because you don't have to be. I know a lot of people are saying that right now, but it's so true. You don't have to be, graduated at 21 or pass your driving test at 17 or married by 30. Like, these are just societal pressures that you don't need to abide by. That's something that I learned, is just take a step back. As long as you're living your life happy and making a step forward one at a time, you'll get there eventually. Topic number 3. So this topic is, if you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would buy and why?
Ooh, a lot of things. What would you do?
The first thing that I would buy is definitely a house. I mean, it's a great investment, and everyone has to pay mortgages, so I think that's the first thing I'd do. Get a house, done. And then if you ever need to, you could always sell it.
Yeah, I would take my family huge holiday and go for a world tour I think.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, with the family, big family, with your best friends, and really so they can have a good time.
Oh, that would be nice.
And do you know what? Oh yeah, this is my dream. I'll never share it with anybody, but I will do it with you guys. If I'm in the position, or I will have a big money, I will build a temple where this is special temple. It will have a healing power, and where everybody can come. Or it doesn't matter who you are, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, or Christian. Everybody can come and enjoy and have a free lunch
and be at one with each other.
Yeah, and something like you healing. All your problems will just disappear. This is my dream. Oh my God, Lord, please help me, because this is really I want to. Before I die, I'm gonna do that in front of you guys. Okay, so you guys are gonna help me.
Sounds good.
Please. Okay.
Oh, Mom, pick up topic number 4. Do you think you can read it? Bless you. Tell us about your most difficult challenge in life thus far, and were you able to overcome, and what did you learn?
I don't want to say it. It's very emotional. It's very personal to me. I don't try to bring it to the world, but let's do it. It's like my husband. He had a drinking problem, and dealing with that was the most difficult situation, or what was it, task?
Out, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about to get real, guys.
Yeah, and it's like, it's like your husband and his problem, and everybody tells you what to do, and your heart does not want to listen. It's not crazy. Heart is so crazy. I will never fall in love with anybody after that experience. It's just like, that experience made me more strong mentally, more strong, wider my knowledge. That was like, very, very tough challenge one can have, especially when you are just rely on the person, and he's everything for you, and he's your best friend. We never, even doesn't matter where, we hit the bottom, rock bottom, because he had a problem. He always, the trust, he always he broke my trust, broke my promises, and broke so many different things. But the love never dies, that still remain. Even he passed away many years ago. But other day, actually, my daughter was saying, do you miss him? And I said, sometimes I just feel like he's still here. I don't really miss him, only I miss him when his birthday, around that time. Yeah, that was really tough. When you're going through the tough period of your life, my strength was God, my belief in God. That is kept me going. I always have a hope. I already had a hope already. Every single time I don't the person, I'm living in the dreamland most of the time, and I'm living in my own bubble, and the bubble is belief, the bubble is trust, bubble is God. He's gonna help you. And there was some if I look back, and there was so many times when things wasn't going right, and there was no one, there was no one can help you at that time, and instantly something happened, and it's just like, it's just a flip over the situation, and just, I don't know where the help came from, and it was there. It was just there. I feel like God helped me in those situations. And yeah, it's just like have a belief. Doesn't matter. You don't have to go to the temple, go to the mandir, go to the church or mosque. You just believe here. All you have to do, and that will help you to overcome all your, all your, I wouldn't say problems, all your problems, because you have to face it, and it'll give you the courage, give you the power, give you the strength to fight the moments, because God actually testing you, giving you the situations through the rough time, through the bad times, through the illness, through the financial situations, through your family or your children, through your partners, your love life, your physical health. Do not give hope. One thing, you do not give hope, and
give up on hope.
Or give up or something. Just you will get the courage.
Yeah. Obviously, us as kids, we kind of lived through this whole difficult outcome as well. Mm-hmm. And I think because we were kids and we were growing, and it was kind of like, we knew it was like, it wasn't perfect environment, and there's so many emotions that we felt as kids as well going through it. But then it's not until like we were a bit older now that we talk about it, and now since Dad's passed and like life has changed obviously from him passing, that we talk about it, and then we're able to actually see how that affected Mom through that time. So obviously some people know, but a lot of people don't know, our dad was a heavy alcoholic. So when they first got married, it was just like, normal. Obviously it was arranged marriage, and it was pretty it was kind of normal for the first couple of years. I think Dad used to obviously socially drink on the weekends and whatever, and then it just gradually got worse over the years. And it's very common in our culture for there to be alcohol abuse issues, and what comes with that is sometimes obviously like beating the children, beating the wives, aggressive behaviour. It can really, some of the stuff that happened, I mean there's so many stories, but it's a kind of out of control behaviour. So we kind of witnessed that most of our life growing up until Dad passed. And it just there's nothing, like Mom said, that she could do. She tried everything. So obviously, if your husband is an alcoholic and you love them and you've got kids with them, you're going to try to do what you can to help that person. And like Mom said, there are many people who just wanted her to give up, leave him. Even us as kids, we were just like sick of it. We just wanted him out. But Mom never gave up. So I think that's what kind of like she's saying is this difficult moment that she had, because she couldn't let him go, so it kind of drove her crazy almost. Because I think this situation was the most difficult period in all of our lives as a family, because from a kid's point of view, obviously for me, how I think it affected me long term is that it gave me like trust issues, because I used to like trust him, and he'd say he wouldn't drink again when he was sober, and then he'd drink again, so you just feel like he's constantly breaking your trust, and then you just get to a stage where you think that's it, done, like I don't trust him anymore. Like if he says he's going to do something, he's just not going. He doesn't have it. His word meant nothing to me. So I think that kind of carried on in my adult life, where it became that I didn't trust anyone, and I didn't trust anything what anyone said, because they could just change the next day. So yeah, I think as a whole, it was a very difficult situation, because you love that person, but they're like destroying your life almost. Like he was, like Mom said, she loved him, but he was destroying her life. He was destroying her mentally, destroying our family, destroying businesses. Like it was crazy time. But when you're in it, you don't think anything different. Yeah, you just try to get through it. You do feel it. I mean, you feel it, but you just try to get through it. You just I don't know, you just try to get through it, I suppose. And then it's not until he passed, and like now our life, and we compare it, and we're just like, wow, like half the things we do we wouldn't be able to do if Dad was here. And you know, there's like pros and cons. So like he was my dad at the end of the day, Mom's husband. Like we loved him. When he was sober, it was a different man. But yeah, it's weird to look back and think like that was our life then, and now it's just like so different, isn't it, Mom?
Yeah, and my advice is if like someone going through in this time and these situations, please seek help. Go to the medical help rather than other paths. That is my advice. And do not try to give up, because it's like that person needs you. Just it can be your brother, can be your husband, can be your son, and that is part of you. Please, I don't want them. I don't believe, if someone in deep trouble, you just leave them and go. I believe 100%. Give it 100%, 150% yours. If you can't do it, then you can look for different options. That is my take. I can be wrong.
Yeah, I agree with Mum there. Definitely now, as I'm older, and we've reflected back, like my view now on addicts is I definitely don't judge them, because I used to always feel like they betray you, or like they lie to you, and the lengths that they go is like insane. Yes. But then now I'm older, like I've learned that the addiction it's not them I know it sounds crazy, but it's like they're not choosing to do those things. It's like that addiction is so strong, so powerful. They don't have any control. They have no control. If they know it's wrong, they don't want to do it, but they physically can't stop.
They can't stop.
So that's what I would say for people. Like, try not to judge an addict. Try to understand that
understand they've got understand the psycho of what they going through, and that's it. Nothing gonna happen until they're under the medication. Yeah.
So yeah, that was the most difficult period in our life.
That's so sad.
It was very
sad.
sad.
Yeah,
But we hope that this story can help others to understand that, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Always stay strong. Always stay together as a family, as a unit. Whoever you've got around you, friends, like talk to people. Talk to us if you need to. Like we're always open to help and talk and discuss. And yeah, that is something that me and Mom really want to rally with our life, and that is something we want to do, is help those type of people, help end like families suffering. So yeah, just let us know who are suffering, because we've been there, we know the pain, and yeah, it's like it will always be with us, like forever. The stories, the pain, the hurt, but you can get through it.
You will get through it. You can get through it.
We're there for you. Woohoo!
The last one, I mean, it's getting sad. I don't want to be sad anymore.
Let's hope for a nice, juicy, fun topic. But this topic is: how many siblings do you have, and are they older, younger, and how is your relationship with them? So, fun fact of Mom, which is crazy in an Indian environment.
I've got none.
Mom's an only child. So, Mom,
0.
tell us your experiences
my experience
of being an only child.
Right. You know, being Indian, they expect you to have a brother. You know, that's very common in our culture, especially when I was little. So if you don't have a brother, I used to get, oh, bachari, mean, oh, poor girl, she doesn't have a brother. And we also, in Iraqi, we have a Rakhi every year, so where is a sister tie a little Rakhi or
like a
bracelet kind of thing
on their brothers.
On the brothers, and the brother giving the promise who will look after you as a sister. So I didn't have that, and they used to say, oh, she doesn't have anyone to tie the Rakhi. And personally, my experience, I never felt like that. I never feel like, oh, I didn't have a brother, because it's funny. My parent brought me up as I am a boy. I was a tomboy, and I just said, why people are saying I don't have a brother? I'm the son for my dad and mom. I'm gonna look after them. I don't know what to. I never take it in basically. But my aunt, my dad's sister, she had 6 children, so I had a great time growing up with them. We used to do, because she had 2 boys, elder one, then 2 girls, and then younger 2 boys. So elder boys, I used to play with them, and we used to have we was living in this kind of farming type of rural area, and it was only a few houses, like farms, and we used to get together and just play and do stupid stuff, climbing tree. I had a really, really nice a childhood. I don't have any regrets not having siblings. Sometimes I feel it's good. Sometimes the siblings I have seen, they are so horrible to each other. They don't talk to you. They just do nasty things to each other, and backstabbing and all that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, thank you God, I don't have to go through that pain. So I never missed my not having siblings. But my children have siblings.
Yeah, we're 3. So Mom's got 3 kids. I've got an older brother and a younger sister. And Mom's always brought us up to believe that, we're the only family we got, no matter what, you gotta stick together. And now I'm at the age where, it takes you time, everyone grows up, and you do stupid things when you're young, and you argue and bicker, and whatever. But then as I've got older, I've realised that like no matter what, they are the only true family you have. So yeah, I've got an older brother and a younger sister, and I think we have a really good bond, a really strong relationship, and I'd do anything for them. So like no matter what, like even if when mom's not around and whatever, we should never ever lose that relationship between us. And there's so many things that can go on with brothers and sisters, and wives get involved and all of those traditional politics, but I think you have to just work on yourself and just try and overlook the politics, because when it comes to your own brother and sister, there's no one else like your brother and sister.
I think
siblings. So try your hardest to keep that relationship. I think it's really important.
Sorry to let me know. What she's trying to say, when it's like a husband and wives come through into your family, what you have to tell the third party coming into your family, very clear, this is my brother and this is my sister, we have the relationship and you have to accept it. And when they accept it and they clear, they understand it, it doesn't matter what, you're gonna stay the same, they'll join in. And that's what you try to do, actually.
Yeah.
Try to say, and then they respect you, and then you respect them, and have a relationship as if they're your brothers or they're your sister-in-law. Try to have your sister or have more than like a friend or sister. I think that is the best policy you can have.
And try not to compare with each other. I think the natural human instinct, and even like the way that people treat you, is like always to compare you guys. So I think jealousy is like the worst thing, and probably the biggest reason why a lot of siblings fall out. That jealousy, two-facedness. So I think obviously again, as you get older, you can look at yourself and realise that you don't want those things to ever come between you and your siblings. So guys, I think siblings are an absolute blessing. If you've got them, treasure them, and just my personal opinion is do what you can to make sure that relationship never breaks. Love to my siblings.
And me too. So that was really, really good. We had a good and sad moment.
We've had our ups and downs. We've talked about funny stuff. We've talked about the most difficult times in our life. So we hope that you've been able to take something from this. And we really want you to send us some tea time topics as well to discuss. And yeah, we'll talk about anything, give our opinions and maybe experiences. And yeah, we'll just keep this going so you can learn more and more about us.
Yeah, don't forget to share. To
like,
your friends.
comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And let's keep this family growing.
There you are. Okay then. I would say bye-bye.
Bye.